Hey guys, Tish here from Black Sheep Finance. Happy Australia Day. Hope you're having an awesome day, and most of you are probably drunk and having an awesome time. I've been renovating, hence why I look a bit dire. Been sweating my ass off today, ripping up some more concrete and building some walls. So today, still on the renovation topic, I'm going to be chatting more about where to get stuff cheap, how much you should be paying, and budgeting. Now, overall, it always depends on your target market. So if you are selling something to people who don't have much money and you're in a lower price range area, you shouldn't be spending any more than 20, like 20 grand should be max, which you can easily do. My last renovation, I think I spent probably about 25 all up. For this property, I'm going to be spending about 40. That's my budget. I'm pretty much on track for that. But that's because I'm living in it. If I wasn't living in it for a while, I'd probably only spend maybe 30. Most of the expenses, if you're doing stuff yourself, most expenses will be for trades. So even though I do almost everything myself, I still pay for plumbers and electricians. So when you are doing trades, a way to get stuff cheaper is, so for example, this is like where my electrician has cut out the wall. Now, if he was to mortar and plaster that, that's going to make stuff a lot more expensive. Mortaring and plastering is super easy. A lot of the basic stuff, I've just taught myself how to do things off of YouTube. So practice, you can't really stuff up. So where are we? You can see the plumber's ripped out the wall there. So I'm going to be mortaring that and plastering over that. That's actually for the kitchen taps. So cabinetry is going to go on there anyway, and so is tiling, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Same with all these holes from the electrician has done work. I've got to put a box in there to hide the plumbing, and obviously all that lintel has been put in. So this wall cut, whatever you do, you should always get 3 quotes from tradies, and just basically keep going through quotes until you're happy with the price. So this wall cut here, where are we? So it also depends who you go to for pricing as well. So I got quotes from builders. They're like general builders. Now they're always going to have an assistant as well, so you're kind of paying a ridiculous hourly price. So I got quoted on average like 3.5 grand to do that, which is ridiculous. Like, you got to pay for the steel lintel, you got to pay for the brick cut, you got to pay for a skip to take away the rubbish, but like I've had a wall cut before and that's just ridiculous. So I actually went to a demolition company. So they demo all day long. They do that one thing, they're in and out, and because they obviously didn't have to do that plastering, they could do it a lot faster. So I got that done for $1,000. So as soon as you start, saving there, doesn't mean you get an extra $1,000 to spend elsewhere. It just means you save $1,000. So you want to try and spend as little as possible. Also, when it comes to electricians, so downlights, so always get downlights. They're super pretty and they're actually really, really cheap. If you get your electrician to supply them, they will always buy them from, I've got a box here, from Clipsal. A Clipsal downlight is $35. It's an absolute joke. I found these lights, the complete Australian standards, all the specs you need, the dimmable, $8.55 each. It's ridiculous. I got these on eBay. So 25 of them cost me just over $200. If I got my electrician to supply, it would have cost almost $900. So and I even told him how much I paid and he was like, what? So he looked at it. He was like, oh my God, can you send me the link? So even my electrician told me these are completely fine. They're really good quality. They've got, I think, a 5-year warranty, energy efficient, all of that. And he's now got the link because, they're super cheap. That's like an instant $600 saving. And it's the same thing. And I don't have to do any of that myself. What else have we got in here? The ceiling, of course. So I had to drop this ceiling. Here's the old ceiling. It's because it's that horrible popcorn shit. It's fire retardant sprayed onto the slab, so I can't peel it off. I had to, because I was putting downlights in, I had to put a false ceiling in. So the whole downstairs, we put a false ceiling in. So I got a friend to help me do that. I got quoted, so the frame had to go up as well. So obviously you can see the wooden frame there. So it's all been framed out as well. So that was a massive job because it's concrete and brick. It was a lot of drilling in. It was really, really hard. I got quoted, was it 12? 10 or 12 grand. Like that, like it wasn't in my budget. Absolutely no way I was going to pay that. So because me and a friend did it, the materials cost just over $1,000. Like, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Thank God I had a friend, Luke, who helped me figure it out, and he was a massive help. So obviously, like, the flushing and the plastering still needs to do. I'm a perfectionist, so even though I don't think I'm awesome at plastering, you can't really tell. So the toilet, I'll turn the light off so you can see. So I've already plastered and flushed this ceiling. You can't tell, there were 2 joins in there. So whilst we're in the toilet, let's talk about tiling. So it's cheaper if you just do trim tiling, like around there. I did floor to ceiling tiling because I had a little bit of salt damp, and it would have cost me $700 to get rid of the salt damp. So for me, it was cheaper to tile floor to ceiling, and it looks schmick. It did take forever. Like it took a really, really long time because the tiles are massive. So the tiles I got from Masters at the closing down sale, like obviously you can't repeat that and go, oh cool, I'll just do the same thing. In terms of how much you should pay, I paid for the white ones about $10 a square metre. For the grey ones, I paid, I think about $12 a square metre. And these are the big ones. These are 600 by 300. They're not the rectified edge. The rectified edge is the hard square, which I actually put in my last place, but they show faults easier. So if you don't get them dead flat, it's more obvious. So to get the cushioned edges, you can still make it look good. You, like, as soon as you start paying, like, you know, look at the prices of the fancy tiles, $40 a square metre, you're quadrupling your cost. And is it actually giving you more value? Probably not. Like if you're in the higher end and you're delivering $1 million property, then yes, spend more on tiles. But anything like 500,000 or less, don't get cheap nasty tiles. You can still get nice tiles. The bigger tiles are nicer. Like I went for a really just simple modern look, so it's just white and grey. But I did like an extra pattern, so I changed the direction. So I think the tiles to do this whole thing, my laundry, my bathroom, and my ensuite costs, I'll look at it in a second, I think $600. Absolute bargain. Waterproofing. If you get waterproofing and glue and stuff from Bunnings, it's more expensive. I go to an actual tire supplier, so I found someone actually off of Gumtree, Total Commercial Tiling or something I think they're called, just off of Churchill Road in Dudley Park. He's an absolute legend. He's given me so much advice, and anytime I'm stuck, I just pop in there, and he loves it. His name's Robert. He's hilarious. So I got my waterproofing there. Waterproofing for a massive bucket. I don't know where my bucket is. Here we go. This massive bucket. Normally costs, I think, $200, $250. I'm probably not going to use that much. But I got it from $130 from him, I think. So I also get all my silicone from him as well because it's commercial grade. So it's what all the tilers use. So it's a better quality product and it's still cheaper than Bunnings. So that's where I get all that stuff. Also, always look on Gumtree because people are getting rid of the excess stuff. So if I don't use all of that because it's got an expiry date, I will try and flog it off for maybe $50 if I still got half left. In terms of grout, I didn't think I'd get grout, especially the colour I wanted on Gumtree, but I did. So this is the exact colour I wanted for the grey. I got this colour and the white. I got 2 massive bags of the white, 1 massive bag of the grey, and because he had glue as well, and a massive bag of glue for $50 off of Gumtree. Absolute bargain. And I'll probably have more left over and also flog it back on Gumtree. So just back on tiling, in my last property, I got a whole pallet of tiles from an auction. They've changed names. They're called like Blue Auction or something now. So Gray's online, all the auction places. You've got to hunt around for a while if you want to get cheaper prices. So I got a whole pallet of tiles, and the reason it was cheap is because you couldn't see what was inside. So it was like mystery pallet of tiles. I paid $25 for the whole pallet. Luckily, I was able to find some really nice tiles in there for the floor. I ended up going to a different auction, Gray's online, to get my, I got the same white big ones from Gray's. I think I paid $10 a square metre as well last time. But the floor didn't cost me anything because I only used about a third of the pallet, and then I sold the rest of the pallet and I made a profit. So Gumtree, auctions, people always have leftovers. Tiles are hard because people sell their leftovers. You're always not going to get big batches, but you might be lucky. And if you can't really mix and match too much because there's a million shades of white. In terms of eBay is a bit touch and go what is cheaper. You always just can compare to what Bunnings have. So my taps, this tap is an eBay tap. I'm undecided. This is okay because it's a bathroom one. I'm undecided still what I'm going to do with my kitchen tap. I did actually buy one, but it's crap. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to sell it on Gumtree, probably make a profit, or keep it for the laundry. But I'll probably fork out for a nicer kitchen tap because it gets more wear. And because I'm going with I'm not sure if you noticed, the black theme everywhere. So these things, they're about $20 in chrome, but I put a chrome one in, it looks stupid. So I bought a Bunnings that have a lot of black stuff. So I paid $40 to get a black one on eBay. So this cabinet, this is from Bunnings. I searched for ages on Gumtree and I couldn't find any cheap, so I ended up giving up. But this I actually painted black, so it was silver. It was matte, so I just primed it. You always got to primed it, and then painted it black, and now it all works. So but hooks are ridiculously expensive. Like, it's an absolute joke how much you pay for a hook anywhere. I thought I could get a cheap hook on eBay. No, Bunnings. Like, hooks are like $40 if you want a black one. Chrome's always cheaper. So I save money on the big basic stuff, and then I normally spend more on the little things. So I always pay more for hooks, and like I'm going to black theme here. Toilet roll holder. Fucking hell, $28. Like, that's a lot for a toilet roll holder. Chrome one, you can probably pick up some for $12. Yeah, that's all in here. Okay, so auctions. So great. Unfortunately, in SA, we haven't got a lot of options to get stuff like homewaresy stuff, white goods, cheap, whereas other states do. So you can't obviously see it because it's still wrapped. But I've got this oven. It's actually got a black glass front. It's really nice. It's a Mega brand, which is like, it's not super cheap, but it's kind of cheapish. Certainly retail, so it's brand new. It's from an auction. It normally retails for about $700. I got it for $300. You definitely can't see this, but here's the box. So this is a really, really nice Westinghouse, a better brand. Westinghouse canopy range hood with the flat glass, $900. It's really, really nice. It retails for $1,000. I got it for $117. Yeah, heaps happy I won that auction. I'm actually even considering selling it and making a profit and maybe buying something else. I'm undecided because it was such a bargain. So I always get appliances from auctions and I always get new. Ideally, you kind of want to get brands matching. It's not always possible. Again, if you're the higher end, like you're going above 500, your appliances have to be a good brand and they have to be matching. If anything like, 400, well, between the 300 and 500 mark, again, it depends on your sort of target market. It's not always important, but kitchens and bathrooms sell. So don't spend too much in other areas. You always got to focus on the kitchens and bathrooms. In terms of the kitchen and cabinetry, So spend less on your cabinetry. Go to like a flat pack place to get your cupboards. Spend more on the handles and then get bench tops elsewhere. So don't get bench tops from a kitchen place because they'll charge you more. You can actually go to stone places. Or all the dodgy kitchen, like if you're in SA, there's heaps of dodgy because they look dodgy from the outside. Like you should see the place I got my kitchen from. It's still legit, but like the Asian and they import direct from China. So, yeah, I'm getting, like, normally I wouldn't get stone bench tops, but I was surprised at how cheap I got them. So, again, like, I'm only paying this much for this particular company because I've got a barter card arrangement with them. So, because I've got barter cards for one of my businesses, I'm actually basically not paying for the kitchen. Awesome. So, yeah, my budget's 40 grand, but my money, I think I'm only putting in about 15 grand cash. So on cabinetry, that's about it in the kitchen. Laundry, no need to spend any money on laundry. No one's really going to care. Let's have a look. I've got actually my budget open here. I'll go through some of the things I've spent. So, let's see if you can actually see this. Ah, there we go. Cool. So here's my budget. So this is how I sort of keep an eye on things. So what I initially did is I put an amount in for what I wanted to spend, and then as I spent it, I came in and put the actual figure that I spent. So a lot of these I've already bought. Here are my numbers down here. Profit. Yeah, so I said yesterday that my bathroom's going to cost $5,000. So in here, I've actually got the cost of plumbing, which was the plumbing for the whole house. So technically the bathroom's not costing me that much. That's plumbing for the whole house. And also, where's my tiles? Oh, tiles. Yeah, so I spent almost $700 for tiles, but again for the whole house. So it's not in the toilet here. Oh, here we go. Here's the other plumbing portion. Oh yeah, because I had that on a business card as well, so I didn't pay cash for that. So blind, I didn't actually end up putting that in, but I have bought it. So yeah, I got blinds super cheap from Masters as well, but if you just wait for sales at Spotlight, in terms of window furnishing, do not spend your money there. When someone comes to look through a property to buy, they're not going to go, oh, I don't like your curtains, I'm going to pay $5,000 less. It's not going to happen. They'll keep it plain, keep it simple. Don't get curtains. Curtains are expensive, and if you get cheap curtains, they look crap. Always get blinds, roller blinds. Roller blinds are kind of like trendy now. I don't know why, but they're super cheap. Yeah, don't even bother with any other kind of blinds. Unless you're going to live there. It's a bit different. Put shears up. Shears are pretty, but not always needed. So I don't ever include tools in my budget because tools are what I keep. So tools I always generally buy. Depends what they are. Here's my amazing tile cutter. Those things cost $600 brand new. I waited for ages to find one. I got one for $50 on Gumtree. I'm super happy with that. So again, if I want to sell it afterwards, I can make a profit. So Gumtree's awesome for that. So blinds, lights, exhaust fans I normally get on eBay. I also pick one up brand new on Gumtree as well. Because Gumtree you can bargain, so you can always get people down. So obviously stuff you have to get brand new is like wood, gyprock. Oh, like obviously if you're framing, like it's ideal if you don't do any structural stuff if you haven't renovated before. I actually haven't built walls before. This is the first time I built walls, but it's actually really easy. I built one earlier. Small one. I'll show you. It's terrible. It doesn't even fit. Vanities. So vanities can be really expensive, like $1,000, and they're still hideous. So I picked one up. I'll go upstairs in a second and show you, off of Gumtree again. So I'll just search and search and search for like months in advance and find my stuff cheap and just store it. So this person had actually bought it from IKEA 5 years ago and had never used it and never installed it. And they paid like $600. There were some scratches on one side, so I got them down to, what did I pay? $250. I thought I paid less, $250. But the side that had the scratches on it, you're not going to see anyway because that's gone up against the wall. So win for me. What else? Blinds, benchtop, cooktop, dishwasher. Dishwasher, I've had issues with dishwasher in the past. I always think you should get them new and get a good warranty. Door handles, because I'm going black. Or even, actually, I've always bought door handles off of eBay. eBay's heaps cheaper. Okay, so what I'm doing in here, in the... ignore all my shit. I've actually had to move in. I'm not living here, but that's all my stuff. So this is the living room. And on this wall, I'm going to build a fake wall in the middle and put a fake fireplace in. So the actual materials of building that, the structural stuff, so the wood, the gyprock, is going to cost me not even $100. If I put a gas fireplace in, a gas fireplace is going to cost me $3,000. It's not going to add $3,000 value. I'm going to put a cheap $200 electric pretty flame fireplace in from eBay. Yes, it's bad for electricity. It will chew through it, but it's going to look pretty. So for what am I going to spend? Like maybe $350 for having like a really nice feature. That's where you should be trying to add value, but with as little money as possible. Again, it's not really going to make someone pay more, but it's going to be easier to sell. It's going to make the whole thing look nicer and modern. And that's why you should always do wall cuts. Wall cuts to open a place up should always be in your budget, because most old houses are dark and they're like rabbit holes. When someone comes into the property, they want to feel like, oh, this is so nice. I don't want to go, oh, it's really dark. Where do I go? I'm lost. Like you want to, first impressions last. And no one remembers a property. Like there's so many things about this property that I don't remember when I first saw it. So people buy on the first impression. So that's really important. I'm opening, we've got some windows back here. These are horrible. I'm opening that whole thing up and I'm putting massive sliding doors in. Now I got a quote from someone to supply and install for $5,000, and I got a supply quote for $1,500. So for $3,500, even if I can't figure out how to do it myself, I'm sure I can hire an actual builder for 4 hours to do it for me. You've got to get quotes, and certain companies, there's too much margin. Yes, they're a business and they're going to make money, but you're trying to make money too. So you have to be a Scrooge and bargain massively. What else? Any questions, Johnny? What do you want to know? What's cheap? Light switches, probably not worthwhile paying. Like all the fancy ones, the glass ones, they're really expensive. And yes, they're nice, but I can't really warrant spending an extra $1,000 because you're just not going to get that back. Here's the shitty wall that I built. I'm going to make it fit. I'm going to have to use a hammer and make it fit. My shower head's amazing. Hang on. It's massive. So I always get shower heads and stuff on eBay, because shower stuff doesn't last probably more than 5 years anyway until it's outdated or you get something else. So I'm not saying get cheap ones, but get nice ones. But on eBay, it's like about a third of the price. Look how big this is. Yes. Look at that. So I've got a massive walk-in shower. There's a massive argument about where you should keep a bath or not. If it's only a one bathroom, yes, I'm putting a second bathroom in. Depends on the property. This is a 2-story townhouse. My target market is more going to be sort of couples who want a nicer property, and it's too small. If I put a bath in, it would have to be a shower bath, and I hate them. And I'm going to live here for 4 years, so I don't care. I'm not putting a bath in. I hate it. So I'm putting a massive shower in. This whole thing is a shower. I know you can't really tell. But we're going to walk in here. It's going to be a mixer here. Then we're going to have a niche here. And then this is going to, where are we? Come down there. I'm doing a double shower as well. So I'm keeping the old tap. So if I actually paid to remove the old shower, it would cost more than if I just put another shower in, because everyone likes 2 showers. So that makes more sense. So toilet. The toilet downstairs I got from Bunnings, $2.80. Don't go to Reese. Reese is like triple the price. This is one of the inbuilt systems, so it's like a flush wall and the pan just hovers. These are really expensive. They're like $1,000. The cheapest I've seen it on eBay is $600. I got mine for $170. Graze Online. Yes, bargain. I actually went back to try and buy a second one, but I couldn't find one as cheap. I'll show you my vanity. Actually, it's pointless showing you because it doesn't look special at all. It's not together. You'll see it when the bathroom's finished. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, always hunt around, plan in advance. Gumtree, eBay, bargain, auctions. Find direct suppliers and always get comparison quotes. And there's, if you miss out on a deal or a bargain, there's always another one out there. So hopefully that's been helpful. Have a good night. See ya.